This case is unsettling for one reason above all others. The final moments were captured on camera. Investigators believed the footage would provide clarity. Instead, it deepened the mystery. On August 29th, 2014, 23-year-old Christina Morris was seen walking to a parking garage in Plano, Texas. Minutes later, she disappeared. For nearly 4 years, no one knew where she was. Christina was born on July 25, 1991, in Allen, Texas. Though her parents separated early in her life, she remained close to both sides of her family. Friends describe her as creative, driven, and independent. She graduated from Allen High School in 2009 and later earned a degree in business and marketing from the University of Texas at Dallas in 2013. She had plans, career ambitions, creative ideas, and the beginnings of a clothing concept inspired by skater culture. Her life was moving forward. That Friday marked the start of Labor Day weekend. Christina drove from Fort Worth to Plano to attend a small gathering hosted by a mutual friend near the shops at Legacy, a busy nightlife area filled with apartments, restaurants, and bars. Among those present was Enrique Aroki, someone she knew casually through shared friends. The group visited local bars. Surveillance footage later confirmed Christina entering one establishment shortly after midnight. Bank records showed she purchased drinks. Friends said she did not appear heavily intoxicated and planned to drive herself home. By 2:12 a.m., Christina was texting her boyfriend, at one point asking for a ride because she believed she had misplaced her keys. She later found them. Her final message was sent at 3:48 a.m. Shortly after that, her phone signal stopped. Around 3:50 a.m., surveillance cameras captured Christina and Enrique walking together toward an apartment parking garage. The footage showed no visible struggle. They walked side by side. At 3:55 a.m., another camera recorded them briefly again. This was the last confirmed sighting of Christina alive. At 3:58 a.m., Enrique's Chevrolet Camaro was recorded leaving the garage. Christina's Toyota Corolla remained parked. She was never seen exiting on foot. She was never captured entering another vehicle. Investigators concluded that whatever happened likely occurred within that garage or just outside the camera's range, in a space not covered by surveillance. 3 days later, her father reported her missing. Christina's car was locked. Her purse, phone, and identification were gone. There were no obvious signs of a struggle in the garage. Police interviewed those who had attended the gathering. Enrique admitted he left the apartment with Christina, but claimed they separated in the parking area. He said he had been drinking and could not clearly remember what happened afterward. Investigators noted inconsistencies between his account and the surveillance timeline. They also observed injuries on his body, including marks he struggled to explain consistently. When police obtained a warrant to search his car, forensic testing revealed biological evidence in the trunk. DNA analysis identified Christina's blood and saliva in multiple areas. On December 13th, 2014, Enrique was arrested and charged with aggravated kidnapping. In 2016, the case went to trial in Collin County, Texas. Christina's body had not yet been found. Prosecutors relied heavily on surveillance footage, forensic evidence, phone data, and witness testimony. The defense challenged aspects of the evidence, but did not present an alternative explanation for the DNA findings. On September 20th, 2016, Enrique Aroki was found guilty and sentenced to life in prison without parole. Still, one question remained unanswered. Where was Christina? For years, her family continued searching. Volunteers combed wooded areas across Collin County. Private investigators were hired. Drones and scent dogs were deployed. Nothing was found until March 7, 2018. Utility workers installing cable in rural Dallas County discovered human remains along a remote road. Dental records and DNA later confirmed the remains belonged to Christina Morris. The remains had been exposed to the elements for more than 3 years. Due to decomposition, the medical examiner could not determine a precise cause of death. Cell phone data showed that Enrique's phone had been in that same remote area the morning after Christina disappeared. Her disappearance was officially reclassified as a murder. The surveillance footage provided a timeline, but it did not capture the crime itself. It did not show a struggle. It did not show her entering a vehicle. It did not record what happened in the blind spots between cameras. Those missing minutes became the center of the case. Christina's story is a reminder of how quickly an ordinary night can turn irreversible, and how even cameras, timestamps, and digital trails cannot always capture the full truth. Enrique Aroki remains in prison. Christina's family was finally able to lay her to rest. But like many cases built on fragments of footage and forensic reconstruction, some details of that night may never be fully known. Sometimes the most disturbing part of the case isn't what we see. It's what disappears just outside the frame.